Hello everybody, what is going on? Crane15 here, and guess what guys? The last game of NBA Live 99, at least for now. We're going to take a little break from this game, but we wanted to play the last two teams, and that is here. It is the Atlanta Hawks and Washington, which, believe it or not, are actually both really good teams, and I guess I just kind of ignored them this whole time. But, as you can see, we started off this series with a Eastern versus Eastern Conference, and we're going to end it off with a Eastern versus Eastern Conference. So let's get down to the action. Live from the NCI Center here in Washington, D.C., the Atlanta Hawks and the Washington Wizards come to play ball. Smith for Atlanta has it. Smith will fire, and he misses, but Mutombo with the rebound and stolen. Howard and the Wizards gives it off to Strickland. Back over to Howard with the hook shot. Missed. Murison. Back over to Richmond. He's going to have that back out to Strickland. Back over to Cheney. Back to Strickland. Lots of ball movement already. Over to Marisu to Richmond. Back to Cheney. 7 to shoot. I'm going to jack up the volume here in a second. Strickland. Back over to Richmond, who fires. Missed. Recovered by Corbin. I can't find my remote. I'm going to have to jack up the volume like this. And Atlanta's on the board. So Atlanta, it took about 45 seconds to get in, but Atlanta now on the board with points. Oh, excuse me. Strickland gives it off to Howard. All kinds of traffic and moving around. Oh, and it's stolen by Henderson. Mutombo with the ball gives it off to Blaylock. Blaylock with it, running around. He's going to have 5 to shoot. Blaylock fires. It's missed, recovered by Howard, and he gives it off to Strickland in a hurry. Richmond. Oh, he gets pushed out of bounds, and Washington fans wanted a foul. Blaylock gives it off to Smith, and it's a defensive foul on Richmond. Corbin gives it off. He gives it off to Blaylock. Atlanta, 2 points into the, or I'm sorry, not 2 points, 2 minutes into this game. Strickland going to walk all the way up, lay it on in there, and we're tied up at 2. But it's been 2 minutes since the game started. So we're off to a slow start here in MCI. Oh, stolen. That's the third steal so far this game. Washington putting on the pressure. Over to Murison. Murison over to Richmond, who's wide open, fires. Missed. It's recovered by Blaylock and the Hawks. Nice jump shot. I didn't know who that was. I was too busy checking something. Strickland has it. Gives it off to Murison. Richmond fires, and he knocks down a jumper of his own. This game we're probably going to end off the channel with a great game here. I'm going to just back up the camera a little bit. I want to see the whole box up in the top left. Corbin gives it off to Mutombo. Mutombo trying to work his way up and in. Gives it back off to Smith. In triple coverage. Smith can't knock it, but Henderson with the rebound. It's blocked by Murison. Gives it off to Cheney. Walks it all the way up to the hoop. Missed, but Richmond in there with the rebound and the slam. And I feel like this game volume is not very high, so we're going to jack up the volume up a little bit. Corbin. Heavy traffic, gives it off to Blaylock. Washington with the lead, 6-4 here, almost 4 points into the game. Smith going to walk this one up, gives it off to Mutombo, who lays it up and in. That is a unique name, Mutombo. I don't know if he's of American descent. Morrison with the rebound after a failed three by, I believe, Strickland. Richmond will fire one up. Misses, but Howard with the rebound, and Howard knocks down the shot. I'm definitely going to turn up effects here in a second. Blaylock, looking for room, gives it off to Mutombo. Back off to Blaylock, over to Smith. Oh, and it's 3 in the key, with 3 on the left on the shot clock. Washington ball. That is the 5th turnover this game for the Hawks. Oh, never mind. Blaylock lays it up and in, and we're back tied up. The last game between Vancouver and Detroit started out like this. Merson pops it up, can't get it, but he was in heavy traffic. No shot made. Blaylock gives it off to Smith. Smith, back over to Mutombo. Back to Smith and knocks it down. Atlanta retakes the lead. Strickland with it. Trying to work his way in. He's gonna. Gives it off to Richmond. Over to Morrison. Back over to Strickland. Back out to Richmond. Fires a 3. He knocks it down beautifully, and Washington reclaims the lead again. Wide open. Got the guy to bite for the pump fake and just sunk it in there. Blaylock. Oh! One of the Hawks has hit the ground. I don't know who that was. Mutombo gives it back out to Blaylock. Smith with it. Gives it off to Corbin. Corbin fires. Miss. Richmond with the rebound. Here come the Wizards. Strickland. Oh, stolen by Corbin. Blaylock. Gives it off to Smith. Back over to Blaylock. Back to Smith. Atlanta fires. Knocks it down. They retake the lead. Strickland. Back out to Morrison. Gives it off to Cheney. Back to Morrison. Defensive foul on Henderson. There was a little bit of contact. Howard. Oh, excuse me. Howard with it. Gives it off to Cheney, who turns and fires and knocks it down. Washington retakes the lead. This is some really good ball playing by both teams right now. Atlanta's staying with it, so is Washington. I expect this game to be a good one, because both teams are pretty similar as far as records. Missed. 3-point attempt. Let me just get my old smartphone out real quick. Let me just do a little bit of homework. Merson nerfs the dunk. It was blocked, and he pops it up. He misses it again. Blaylock with it, gives it off to Corbin, and he steps out of bounds. Strickland has it. Gives it off to Richmond. Fires! And Washington extends the lead up to 3. Washington was 42 and 48. No, 42 and 40. And Atlanta was 50 and 32. So Atlanta's a little bit of a better team, but not by much.